What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, doing the what's next on John Ryder, the former world title challenger who's coming off his career best win on February 12th when he defeated Daniel Jacobs by a controversial 12-round split decision. I'd say controversial, not by my end. I thought the fight was close, and I thought it could go either way when it was all said and done, but I call it controversial because a lot of people have had an issue. I've been looking online and some of the groups that I follow, and there's a lot of people that had issue with the call. I wasn't full on scoring it because I was busy and I was watching it off my phone, but I'd say at least 4 to 5 rounds of the first 6, Daniel Jacobs put in the bag. He was boxing well. But starting in the 7th, and there was a good 3-4 rounds there that I thought were for sure went to John Ryder. So, unless you gave Danny Jacobs a complete sweep in the first half of the fight, and again, you have to understand that some rounds are scored close, and if a round is close and a guy's in his backyard or for whatever reason, whatever the hell a judge sees, that might swing the round into the other person's favor, the other fighter's favor. So I've always said this: if you're looking at, if you scored the fight 7-5 or 8-4 in favor of whoever you thought won, but some of those rounds were close, don't be surprised if it ends up being a draw or ends up being a split decision or ends up going the other guy's way. And that's what happened here. I personally don't have a problem with the decision just because the second half of the fight, John Ryder shut it down. And I'm sure if there's any close rounds, you never know. One of those judges early on might have given him a round. So, again, when you're in somebody else's house, you have to go out there and dominate and win convincingly 8 or 9 rounds. I've said that for years. You have to win 8 or 9 rounds, convincing rounds. Like, no doubt, a knockdown helps, and sometimes that's not even enough when sometimes people, judges score bad fights. So John Ryder got the big win, and now the big question is, what's next for John Ryder following that win over Danny Jacobs? And, truth be told is nothing's jumping right out. Right now, I heard that he might fight David Morrell, who's a WBA regular champion. Get in line for that. That's, a popular thing. Hey, I say this. Why not a rematch in the United States with Daniel Jacobs? If the fight was that close and it was that tight, and Jacobs wants that smoke again, why not fight again in the United States? First time was in England, let's fight in the U.S. Or, hey, you're the A side now going into a rematch. Why not demand Jacobs to come back to the United Kingdom? Maybe he won't, but if John Ryder is smart and he can't get a big fight next, why not a rematch with Danny Jacobs? Make that good money and set yourself up, for something bigger by leaving no doubt that you won the fight. So, outside of that for John Ryder, again, nothing jumps out. He wasn't, let me see where he was ranked, where I had him ranked. He was in my top 10. I had him at number 8 coming in. He was the WBA's number 4 contender. This is going to put him right there at the top of the WBA. So again, he might go after a regular title fight with David Morrell. I think that makes a lot of sense. I really do. I think that's a fight they were trying to get done. And now he might get forced into the mandatory position. But if not, or if he wants to do something bigger, run through the top 10 fast. Canelo, maybe slight chance if Canelo doesn't take one of these 2-fight contracts that he gets a Canelo fight, but I really doubt it. I don't think Canelo's going to look his way. I guess it's possible, but I don't think so, to be honest. David Benavidez, I doubt. David Benavidez looks like he's going to do battle with David Lemieux next for the WBC interim title. Again, Danny Jacobs, he's dropping, but a rematch to me probably makes most sense in terms of money and opportunity. I'd say, Danny Jacobs would be the next one. Billy Joe Saunders, a rematch there. Would Billy Joe take the rematch? Would Billy Joe say, yeah, I'll fight him again? I think that's a possibility. But Billy Joe needs to shake off that loss to Canelo last year. I think he would want a comeback fight first. So maybe second half of the year, if that fight was even possible. Caleb Plant, not likely. 2 different promotions. Gabe Rosado, another possibility here. Gabe Rosado might say, hey, I'll fight you. You know, I had a close fight with Danny Jacobs that should have went my way. Gabe Rosado could make that argument. Maybe he goes, maybe John Ryder goes for it. Anthony Durrell with a different promotion, so I doubt it. Tyrone Davis with a different promotion, PBC, doubt it. And then David Morrell is the option. So for me, I think Morrell is what it possibly could be the front contender right now. But I really think a rematch with Danny Jacobs makes a lot of sense. A showdown with possibly Gabe Rosado or Billy Joe Saunders is also in the cards. I wouldn't be surprised. So hopefully we find out soon what John Ryder decides to do. And that's it. That's what I got. That's the what's next on the former world title challenger, John Ryder, following his win over Danny Jacobs. I hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing.